ran out there. I was like, God protect me. And I ran out there and grabbed this. And then I took a video and I was like, no.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, my hands like that. And it's,
It's all right.
huge. But then I started seeing those things out.
We're up. Okay. Thank you for joining us. We are now going to call to order the Community Development Corporation meeting for June 14th. We are going to change the agenda up a little bit and we're going to go ahead and go to closed session. So if y'all will just hang out here for a little bit, we're going to take a field trip at 6:08 and go into closed session, and we'll be back here shortly.
And I understand. I'm glad for you. I'm glad for you too. I'm here to Texas. Texas, well, 5 minutes out. And that's one. Yeah, well, I think that's all the time. So that they're equal. But it should paint great on the floor. So that way, and we all do. If I'm really Well, yeah, I can go.
All right, we're gonna go back to open session at 6:19 PM. And our first item of agenda is to consider the approval of the May 10th meeting minutes. Can I have
Make a motion to approve the.
motion to approve?
Second.
And I got 2 seconds, so that's good. All in favor? That's unanimous. Item number 2 is a public hearing to consider to take action upon the following project to provide financial assistance in an amount not to exceed $20,000 to JBJBM LLC and to consider approval of a performance agreement by and between the Bartonville Community Development Corporation and there's a typo, JBJBM LLC. I'm going to open the public hearing at 6:20 PM. Do I have anyone in the audience that wants to speak for or against this item?
Chair, the applicant is here if y'all have any questions.
Hi,
How are you?
good.
So we've chatted about this before and I'd love to answer any questions that you guys have. You know, I'm a local business and a resident here in Bartonville and I would just love to be able to grow my business further. You guys have any questions for me?
I don't. Thank you for being patient and working through the red tape.
Yes.
Paperwork.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. If guys
Thank
don't have
you
any
for
questions-
coming.
Thank you.
Do we have anyone in opposition? Hearing none, I will close this public hearing at 6:21 PM.
Actually, we'll change your agenda so it makes it obvious. Now y'all would vote on that agreement through
Okay.
the public hearing.
Yes, can I have a motion to approve the assistance to JBJBM LLC?
Second.
James and then Terry. All those in favor? That's unanimous. Are you keeping up? Okay.
Thank you for checking on me. Yes, so far I'm good.
All right, next we have another public hearing to consider and take action upon the following project to provide assistance in an amount not to exceed 20,000 to Dinmus LLC and to consider approval of a performance agreement by and between the Bartonville Community Development Corporation and Dinmus LLC. This public hearing is open at 6:22 PM. And I will ask the audience, is there anyone to speak for, in favor of, or against this?
Applicant is here if you have any questions.
I just want to meet the applicant.
I was here last month too.
Oh, that's right, you were. That's right, you
So,
were.
Any questions? I'll have to answer.
I don't have any questions.
Okay.
Yep.
No questions?
Nope.
Okay, I will close this public hearing at 6:23 PM. And if I could have a motion for this item. Terry Rock with a motion and James with a second. All those in favor? That's unanimous. Next up on our agenda is update on the BCDC Business Survey contact request. That was, James, that's what I have to get with you about. Where we had divided and conquered a list of businesses that wanted someone from the board to reach out. Has anyone made any new contacts that they want to share an update with?
Oh, yeah, sorry. And had a good conversation with him and he's probably got a few items, or he's got a few things that he may reach out to us on, but other than that, it was a good conversation, I think.
Yeah.
And Terry and I went and met with him.
Okay. And then James, that's what I'm going to get with you about. We've both been crazy busy, but we have a few that we're going to partner up and go meet with. Next up is discussion on development activity, new business, prospective businesses, any expansions.
See, in the newspaper, the Whataburger is still moving forward. They're just having to go back through the conditional use permit process. They decided to make a very minor alteration to the site. But our town ordinances are pretty tight when it comes to those types of alterations, so it can't be done at the staff level. They have to go all the way back through. They have made application and it's in process. So
That's something we should change.
not for the size of Bartonville, that takes away some of the power from P and Z and council. And when you're this small, that's really not unusual for that to happen. And usually you don't lose a business over it.
Change, right, is their footprint or whatever is gonna be a little bit
Very
different, but all
minor.
the requirements for.
All of the conditions that were put in there for police protection,
Gotcha.
all that still applies.
Okay.
I'm from the government. I'm here to help you.
Yes.
Are they giving us a time frame? Is there anything?
They seem to be on go this time. I hate to say messed around. They spent some time deciding whether or not they were going to do this as basically a concept store. And they decided they were. And so that's the change, is it's supposed to be a more efficient footprint. And I think once they get through with that, they should start construction, because again, they've had to pay the entire $2,900 again.
Sure.
So
I'm sure that's nothing to.
it's nothing to them, but I really do feel like this time they're ready. Their building permit was sitting over there waiting to be paid for at the freshwater district last time, but they just again made a corporate decision to tweak it and go with the concept store, and that's where we are.
Exciting. Do we have any discussion on marketing, promotional items or advertising to
I do
discuss
not.
today?
Not today.
Does anyone have any questions, concerns about that? No.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Any future items that anyone on the board would like to add to next month's agenda?
Not the next month, but in my discussion with Marty, he'll be coming forward with an expansion that he intends to do.
Okay,
That do, with the potential, tree lighting, is that something we discuss here or something we could put on as a future item or not necessarily?
Board member, and absolutely. I mean, certainly for discussion. Again, that's no decision has to be made, but I would say you could call for
Get
that
it
to
out,
be
get it out. So, yeah, can we, as a future agenda item, potential Christmas tree lighting?
okay.
Conversations.
Christmas tree lighting. I would like to add, on next month's agenda, the landscape that needs attention at what's considered the Old Town Center, where the Bartonville horse statues are, because I believe that comes out of this budget,
Yes, ma'am, it does.
and we need some work. We got trees missing.
Mhm.
Used to do horse polishing, but I don't think that's the one I.
Yeah, we can talk about
chance to look at your budget as well in
Yes.
detail and then have those discussions.
Yes. Any other future items? Hearing none, I will adjourn the meeting at 6:28 PM. Everyone have an awesome
Love it.
rest of your evening. Hey, I'm all about efficiency.
And I love to hear myself talk, but not in these meetings.
Thanks y'all very much. Oh, I got to sign.
That's good. It's quick.
Yes, I'm waiting.
I didn't understand. I didn't understand the Robert's rule.
I didn't.
I didn't know. we
I
could
I
discuss
did not,
that.
I did not.
Well, last when we had a meeting.
Checks I signed the other day for, you were gone. One was for legal services.
Yes, Jeff.
Yes.
That's for all the reviews.
And then
Yeah. I don't know. That's what I'm confused about. How you doing?
Spoken with your team soon, you mentioned tree lighting.
Yeah, we're kind of discussing that. I've got a meeting next Tuesday that will kind of get us into more of and what we can fund here. Yes, the business. And I didn't know, it's something that brings people to town. And so, yeah.
We were in agreement that it's.
Yeah. Right, how everything can go together and figure out what's happening there. So we did, my wife met with some guy over there and had him kind of, I think it's the same guy that did it. He came back with 50 grand just to put up a tree and some lights.
Yes, I mean.
what else?